In this lecture, we will learn about calling base class constructor from your derived class. Okay, so this is one interesting example. So when we create one derived class object, okay, so we saw that okay, automatically first the base class constructor is called and then your derived class constructor is called and so on, but it was always the default constructor that was called. And what is default constructor? A constructor that takes no arguments as okay, so that is a default constructor. But many times we would like that okay, from the derived class constructor we would like to pass arguments to the base class constructor. So how is it done and how we manage that? Okay, so again we will see our example of the animal class, okay, and the dog class. Okay, so let's see. So our animal class is there and now it has lot of overloaded constructors. Okay, so we have a lot of overloaded constructor. So animal is the first constructor, default one that takes no arguments, and it says that in constructor of animal and default constructor. Okay, and it initializes age, weight and height to 0. Then we have one argument constructor also in constructor of animal. It says one argument, it prints that out, and here what we say that we pass the age, okay, to this constructor. Then we have a constructor which takes age and weight arguments. Okay, so that's there. Now we also have one constructor that takes 3 arguments, okay, and all the values are initialized, and of course we have the destructor. Now you have the getters and setters and 3 protected members that are age, weight and height. So this is all simple. Now we have a dog class where it inherits publicly from animal class. Okay, so now the dog class, we say that okay, in constructor of dog, and there is another protected member, string member, breed here, so we make the breed, initialize it to Labrador, and then we have the destructor. So now what happens, so we saw the class, now we do that, we initialize, make one instance of a dog object. So what do we expect that what should happen? So let's try to see. When we make a dog D, so we know that okay, it will invoke the constructor of first the animal class, which is the base, and then it will invoke the constructor of the derived class, that is the dog class. But so what will happen is if we simply write like this, okay, and your base derived class constructor of dog just doesn't write anything here. Okay, so it invokes the default constructor of the animal class, which is the base here, and the constructor in animal which takes no argument will be called. Okay, so but let's verify it with C++ code. So this is fine, we run it, we see that okay, in constructor of animal, when you create a dog, okay, with this as the constructor, it creates animal default constructor is called in constructor of dog, then the destructor of dog is called and destructor of animal is called. So we need to see the constructor. So first the default constructor of animal is called, but let's say we want some other constructor to be called. Okay, so what should we do now here? So one way is, let's say that I will do animal, okay, and I will, so we have got these options. If you see your animal, so one is without any argument, one is with 1 argument, then with 2 argument, and the last one with 3 arguments. All are possible. So we take the option of, let's say, 2 arguments, so age and weight. So age is 2 years and weight is, let's say, 7 kgs. Okay, so we pass this. So now if you call, so let's build it and then run it. So you see now that in constructor of animal, now we have the constructor with 2 arguments. So here if you see, so it is the constructor with 2 arguments. This one is called because now we are passing 2 arguments here. So this constructor is called, and so it seems fine. And constructor of, then you call the constructor of dog. So what else can happen is that there is another way of writing this. Instead of writing it always here, so we can also write like this. So we have animal class, so scope resolution, then we can call like this too. So let's see so how it works. So we build it and run it. So again, so in constructor of animal, okay, so let's see. So default, okay, so what is happening? So there is some confusion in constructor. So let's try to see. In constructor of animal, default. In constructor of animal, 2 arguments. Then in destructor of animal, in constructor of, what is happening? Okay, so let's try to see a bit. Was there some problem? So we initialized a dog class. So if you do like this, so lot of things are happening. So this is not very good. Okay, so you are calling again, so that default constructor is called automatically, then you are forcefully here calling the base class constructor. Okay, so this is not the correct way. Okay, so it's better the first one. Okay, what we said, so you call like this animal. Now if you want the 3 constructor, 3 argument constructor, 1, 2 and 3, so you can call like this, and your constructor with 3 arguments will be called. Okay, so the spelling is wrong here, animal. So little bit of debugging also you can see. So we have in constructor of animal 3 arguments, in constructor of dog. Okay, so this now works fine. So this example just tells you that, okay, from your constructor of the derived class you can call the constructor. So you can choose which constructor to call for the base class, okay, based on how you write in your derived class. So I hope you understand this. Thanks a lot.